Hi, this is Faith Winters, and today I'm going to be talking about movie and TV recommendations. Most of these I'm pretty sure you will find on the internet if you want to watch them, and I want to also state a big thank you to my handsome hubby who helped me compile this list and helped me narrow it down. It was not easy, and I might do a movie and TV recommendations part 2 one day, not in the recent future, maybe a little later. So I hope you like our selections, and let's get started. The first show we're going to talk about is one of my favorite shows. It's Charmed. It's about sisters who are all witches, and they come to terms with their gifts. It also stars the white lighter Leo, and the sisters are Paige, Piper, Prue, and Phoebe, and their love interests Cole and Leo. Leo is the white lighter, and Cole is the demon, and it's very funny, and it's probably one of the first shows that was relatable to anybody who is into Wicca and witchcraft, I find, and the special effects are really good. So I highly recommend it. The next one we're going to be talking about is Teen Witch, and it's about this girl named Louise Miller, and she discovers she's a witch, and it's about, you know, all the antics that go on, and it's a very cheesy, corny 80s cliche movie, and you know, it stars a bratty brother and the jealous best friend, and the best friend gets into a rap battle with this very corny guy and there's a random dance number by the cheerleaders called I Like Boys, and it's just campy, cheesy, and corny, and it's just fun. Very, very good movie. Next one we're going to be talking about is The Craft. This is the movie that introduced me to witchcraft when I was a teenager, and I just loved it. And it's about these 4 girls who become witches, and there's a lot of animosity within the group, and basically, you know, absolute power corrupts absolutely is basically what goes on in this movie. And my sister said that I remind her of the character Nancy. She's the second from the left. So I take that as a compliment, I think. Next, we're going to talk about Supernatural. It's about these 2 brothers, Dean and Sam Winchester. I watched the earlier episodes. I haven't seen any of the newer ones. But it's a perfect combination of humor and horror. And some of the episodes are outright just creepy. And, you know, the one episode about Bloody Mary freaked me right out. And it was so good. And they deal with, you know, the myths and urban legends. And the storytelling is really, really well done. And the acting is superb in this show. It's extremely well done. Now, next we're going to talk about Harry Potter. It has to be on the list. Now, I enjoy the Harry Potter books as well as the movies. The movies I like the best are A Prisoner of Azkaban and later. The early movies were good. I enjoyed them. But I felt that Daniel Radcliffe and the people playing Hermione and Ron really come into their own in the later movies. And I'm hard pressed to pick my favorite movie. I wouldn't be able to pick my favorite movie in the series. It's really well done, and I'm 99% certain you've already seen it, so I really don't need to sell this one too much. So we're going to go on to the next one. Hocus Pocus. And it's about these 3 bumbling witches, and they're played by Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. And they are great in this movie. They just bring it. And Bette Midler does a variation on the song I Put a Spell on You, and is so good. And Sarah Jessica Parker does a variation on a song compiled of this poem, Come Little Children by Edgar Allan Poe. And it's hauntingly beautiful. And it's so amazing to watch. It's really good. I highly recommend it. And you can watch it with your kids, which is even better. Next, we're going to talk about Labyrinth. This was my favorite movie as a little girl. I loved it. And David Bowie, I had the biggest crush on him. And Jennifer Connelly is awesome. And the characters are amazing. Ludo, Sir Didymus, Hoggle, the Fireys. And this is done by the Jim Henson Company. So you know it's going to be really, really wow. And the music is superb. And David Bowie's, his voice is amazing to begin with. And he is such an original, creative singer that the music really stands out in this movie. So I highly would suggest you see it. Now, when I talk about Labyrinth, I automatically think of Willow. I don't know why, but to me those two movies just kind of go together. And Willow is about this man named Willow Osgood. He's a peck, as the Dakinis would call him. And there's Val Kilmer as Mad Mardigan, and the Brownies, Frangine and Rule, hilarious, and Jean Marsh as Queen Morta. It's amazing, and the baby in the movie is just adorable. Just gotta love her ringlets. So watch this. You can watch it with your children, which is even better, because family time is the best time. Now we're going to talk about Princess Bride, starring Carrie Elways as Wesley, Robin Wright as Buttercup, and Andre the Giant as Fezzik, and Mandy Patinkin as Inigo Montoya. And, you know, it has catchphrases too. You can't beat that. You know, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Everyone knows that line. And also, you swoon at the line as you wish. So I really love this movie, and the end song, "Storybook Love," I believe is what it's called, is so beautiful and so romantic. It'd make a great wedding song. So I recommend this movie. 10th Kingdom. This is a little known TV miniseries. It starred an amazing ensemble cast. It's about this girl named Virginia. She's a New Yorker, and she's played by Kimberly Williams Paisley, and her father Tony Lewis, who is played by John Larroquette. These two are New Yorkers, and they get lost. They get sucked into the fairy tale realm. And this is a story about basically what happened after Happily Ever After. It's so good, and you really have to watch it. And you can watch it with your children, and they will love it. I guarantee it. My kids just love this movie. So this is my quick synopsis. Enjoy. Happy watching. Blessed be.